just so that we can show some of the decks that are doing well, even if they're things that you might have seen before. So if we can, it looks like they're starting up already, so if we can go to the overhead camera here real quick.
We have on the left Susan Zell playing a list called Birthing Pod Bliss, apparently.
Huh. That's pretty interesting. All right, so it looks like Susan led off. She has a Seachrome Coast and a, which one is the...
That's a Blades... Oh, go ahead, sorry. Yeah, that's a Seachrome Coast and a Razor Verge Thicket.
Yeah, I can
putting
never
out a
remember
Blade
the name of this.
Splicer with a Bird of Paradise, and it looks like a bear is being used for the...
yeah,
bear.
we do have tokens over there that we try and keep on camera, just so that it keeps everything in check. And then James plays Copperline Gorge, and then his second land drop is a mountain. Looks like on board he's actually fairly behind right now.
Oh yeah. Well, a Slagstorm could catch him right back up.
Oh yeah. There's quite a few things. So swings in with the Splicer and the Golem. Looks like taking James down to 16. And then Susan plays another Forest.
And we see
a Birthing Pod.
1 mana open. She can turn that Blade Splicer into a 4. A 4 most likely going to be a Solemn Simulacrum.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like she is getting rid of that Blade Splicer. Okay, so looks like it's been updated to just white, blue, green pod.
Hero going for the beatdown.
All right.
That is an option. It is a 4. Now the thing about a Hero of Bladehold as opposed to a Solemn Simulacrum, if you don't have anything in your hand that you're trying to build up to, the hero is immune to a Slagstorm.
Yes,
and,
I was going to say that's the main reason I would see to play that is she just sees the 2 open red, sees the vulnerability she has on the board, and then decides she's going to get something that can get around that Slagstorm.
James here is in deep trouble.
Yeah.
This game can end very quickly.
See what kind of response he has.
Like he needs to Slagstorm, but even Slagstorming doesn't actually do much work for him.
Plays a Rootbound Crag.
And he says
passes
go.
the turn. Wow.
He wants a Beast Within now.
Oh, yep.
There it is. Okay. That's acceptable.
Yep. And we get another Polar Bear, I guess, token, while our judge probably is going to be looking for a 3/3 Beast token. So Susan still has a 3/3 Golem, and now a Summoning Sick 3/3 Beast.
I don't recognize what kind of cards those are, but that is a bear, right?
That is. It looks like a polar bear. I want to say that the top part actually does say polar bear.
You know, polar bears are the most dangerous of bears.
Did he do that on her turn?
Yeah,
it's Summoning Sick. Okay, yeah.
Upkeep,
Judge
upkeep
points
there.
it out. Yeah, it was an upkeep Beast Within, so that is an upkeep bear. Beast bear.
And we see the 4th land.
Hinterland Harbor, I believe. Is that what that one's called? Yep, Hinterland Harbor.
Spellskite
comes down.
Spellskite does not do very much in this match.
Pays 2 to Birthing Pod away the birds.
Yep.
And goes to get a Viridian Emissary.
Spellskite essentially in this match, which it looks like it's there to protect the Birthing Pod after board. You know, the first Naturalize or Ancient Grudge has to hit Spellskite. That's its job.
Is it just a 1-of Spellskite?
1-of Spellskite from the board.
From the board, okay. Slagstorm comes down.
Kills everything except for the Birthing Pod and the... where is the Birthing
Pod? It's probably just off camera to the left there. She started getting a lot of creatures on board, so the tendency for players is to move them off camera just a bit. Our overlays, we do have a little protective area that show where our overlays are, but...
Yep. So we have a Birthing Pod and a Spellskite in play for Susan.
She goes to fetch that land with the Viridian Emissary. She grabs a plane, or island, I'm sorry. And then James follows up with his own birds. can't quite see what's in Susan's hand. Oh, looks like she plays a Sunpetal Grove.
I think I saw lands, but I wasn't sure.
Tapping 2, it seems like she's got some sort of action.
Maybe another Emissary?
Possible. Not just mono lands, at least.
There's the Emissary. Emissary can turn into a 3.
She's going to sack that to make a 3.
Blade Splicer as a possible 3.
Going to get a land with that, and then going to get a 3.
It looks like the 3s are Blade Splicer, Fiend Hunter, and that's all she wrote. Trinket Mage from the sideboard, but I don't think that's happening right now.
I don't think that's
Viridian Corruptor from the sideboard doesn't seem to do anything.
Yep.
Blade Splicer, as we expected.
Comes in, puts its token friend back on the battlefield. Oh, someone did mention Spellskite can redirect Wolf Run activations to itself as well.
That's absolutely true.
Looks like James is tapping out 6 for a Primeval Titan. And he is
This right here is a huge moment in the game. Once the Primeval hits...
Pretty much whenever any Titan hits. Goes to get an Inkmoth Nexus and another Inkmoth Nexus. So it looks like his plan might be to try to go over the top with some poison damage, or some poison there.
Only 3 cards left in James' hand. James does have access after sideboard to Ancient Grudges and Acidic Slimes.
2 of Acidic Slimes and 2 of Ancient Grudges.
And Susan draws. Only 2 cards in hand. And remember, there was a lot of untapped mana, not, I think, 1 turn ago, and all that Susan did was lay a Viridian Emissary.
Yes.
So, right now the pod is everything, unless a top-decked card has come into the matter.
I mean, what would her lines be here with...
You mean following the pod up the chain?
Yeah.
There's only 1 hero and 1 Solemn Simulacrum in the deck, and I don't think that there are any other 4s, so it is actually possible that the chain could very easily be broken. And so really what...
She has a Thrun in the sideboard.
There could be a Thrun that could have come in. I'm not sure how good Thrun is. Thrun's probably fine against a Slagstorm deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that could be 3 4s in the deck. 4s, by the way, being 4 casting cost cards for the Birthing Pod to be able to fetch, so that you can go further up the chain to your 5-drops.
Okay, so it looks like she actually got rid of the birds to go get a
Phantasmal Image, getting Primeval Titan copied.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about lots of mana for Susan, which is good if things go badly.
Yes.
But right now, we're actually in a very interesting position, because Primeval Titan will be not fighting against Susan's Primeval Titan.
Yeah.
The Wolf Run ramp, or the Wolf Run, can target the image and kill it, and even if the Spellskite redirects it, it was still targeted.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things about images that I've seen a lot of the illusions are that I've seen a lot of people mess up is they try and do things to get value out of it as well, and they play a card that will do something to target it, and they're trying to get something out of it as well in addition to that, and they don't realize that the spell essentially fizzles because as soon as it's targeted, it's
gone.
It's gone. All right, so he does swing in with Primeval Titan. Goes to fetch up a couple of lands. Looks like he's debating. He does go get a Kessel Wolf Run.
There's not a Wolf Run in play already?
No, he's fetched up 2 Inkmoth Nexuses, so
wow.
He gets double Wolf Run.
That was, I think, a small mistake there.
Yeah.
I thought he already had a Wolf Run.
No.
But that was 2 Inkies.
Yep.
And now it's possible for Susan to actually trade the Primeval. for the Phantasmal image.
Someone online, Ben Rubenstein, asked, does Susan have Mrs. Norn in her deck? And she does have a one of Elish Norn in her main deck.
Yes.
So let's see what happens. It looks like Susan is just taking
accepting
this.
it, which is fine, because that Primeval Titan can turn into an Elish Norn.
It's very true.
Which is a safer thing to have in play than a Phantasmal image. I see a Primeval Titan in James's hand, and he
like
lays another one.
He's starting to take it back. Debating. Debating on how to tap his mana, apparently. Okay, so he does want to tap the 6 with the bird so he can leave a 1-up with the to activate the Inkmoth Nexus in case, I guess.
Down comes Primeval Titan number 2 for James. Now, to be fair, Susan is at 10 life now. There's an actual real possibility, even if an Elish Norn is in play, of death happening.
Yes.
Now we see 2 Glimmer Posts hit play. The Glimmer Posts gaining 4 life for James G.
So he taps another 2. Looks like he wasn't trying to activate that to Rampant Growth. Get another land on the board. Brings in a forest.
Yeah, that one move with the Primeval Titan, I guess 2 turns ago, not getting the Wolf Run really opened up an opportunity for Susan to take advantage of that. I mean, there is a Birthing Pod out, and you've got a 1 out. A 1 becomes a 2. That's a Phantasmal image, and there you're in trouble.
Yep. But it looks like James, with fetching up that extra land, might be going for attempting to activate double Wolf Run to get around Spellskite. Doesn't really
no.
do anything like that. I don't know what his thought is on that, though. So, Susan taps 2, sacrifices the Phantasmal Primeval Titan. Going to quickly go through her deck.
Knows exactly what.
Yep, pulling up that
Zoom. Dead
Elish
birds.
Norn.
Useless Inkmoth Nexuses, at least for now.
For now, and a couple of 4/4 Primeval Titans, I believe.
Now, at this point, James has enough mana that James could very easily use a Devil's Play to get rid of Elish Norn. More than enough.
Yes.
Not to mention just green sunning in yet another Primeval and just having an incredible board out.
Yes.
You know? Because right now, Elish Norn cannot attack into those Primevals. Not profitably, anyway.
No. James does have the 1-up Devil's Play in his main.
Actually, he might have enough to Devil's Play out Susan.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That may be the reason he was fetching up the extra land instead of keeping it up for Inkmoth. But it looks like he's debating. I think if he had it in his hand, he would have just...
Well, how much does he have? I see 3, 6,
5, 6, 7,
9,
8,
11.
9, 10, 11. So that would have been Exacxes. At least Exacxes. Looks like there's another one under there too. So
it might even be 12 mana.
Yeah.
A quick update from Michael Jacob. Undefeated in games, now 5-0.
He's doing very well.
And we've got James is puzzling out his turn. In comes a single Primeval Titan. Very suspicious to me. That screams Slagstorm.
Correct. Yes, we actually Evil Beard Eric on Twitter has mentioned that he actually cannot spell skite her or Devil's Play her because she does have the spell skite out still.
That's a good point.
Redirect that. Is this life totals right? Are the life totals correct? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so James does gain a couple more life off of his 2 other Glimmer posts, going back up to 20. And then...
goodbye, Primeval Titan.
Goodbye, Primeval Titan.
Slag Storm for the finish.
Yep. And she insta-flash freezes.
Oh, Doctor. Oh,
barely get that out of her hand fast enough.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And he taps 3 mana, 4 mana. Solemn Simulacrum, which dies immediately. Well, it will die in a moment. There we go.
As soon as the trigger is resolved, it does die automatically. Like he is. Looks like James is currently shuffling, or looks like they may be having a debate about something.
I think the debate might be about the timing of the land versus the draw.
Yeah, that is one thing that happens quite a bit, especially since the Heartless Summoning deck has somewhat been seen around. A lot of people ask about the triggering it because. Heartless Summoning plus double Heartless Summoning makes it be sacrificed immediately as well. And I believe that the ruling is that because you control the triggers and they both happen at the same time, you get to stack them how you want. Is that correct?
I'm not 100% sure. I think you're correct. If they do happen at the same time, then you would get the opportunity to choose the order.
We could ask one of our many fine judges here at our Star City Games Open
Where's
Series
Ricky?
St. Louis. Yeah, Ricky. He is currently doing side events, I believe. And more than likely, next round, we will have Callie Anderson come into the booth. She is currently scorekeeping. Try and get her on a break from that.
And we have a pass from James.
It looks like Michael Mills, one of our events departments and judges at Star City Games, says both triggers will be put on the stack at the same time, yes. So it looks like that is correct.
Okay. A very powerful board here for Susan. Susan comes in with a 5/5 Golem and a 4/7 Elishnorn.
Looks like James is just going to take it. No reason at the moment to block with his 4/4 Primeval Titan, I don't believe. And then she plays a Birds. And immediately sacks it to the pod.
This could get another Phantasmal Image.
Yeah, it most definitely could.
Fast search.
Yep, there we go.
Phantasmal Image.
She does go through her deck quite quickly. She already knows what she's going to get,
We
and
get
she's
another search. Fast, search,
as
search.
quickly as she can.
All judges currently not on match, please report to the judge area.
Goes to find 2 more lands, puts them on the battlefield tapped.
James is getting to the point where what he absolutely needs to have happen is a Ancient Grudge-like effect for Spellskite followed by a Devil's Play.
Yeah, that's
There's not much else that
pretty
he's
much
got
the only
going.
out that it looks like he has right now. Yeah, it has to be some sort of Ancient Grudge or Acidic Slime.
Wolf runs the Phantasmal, killing it immediately.
Yeah.
Because Susan has access to actual blue mana, the Spellskite can't even be, threatened by activate one Wolf Run, make you pay 2 life. Okay, activate the other one, make you pay 2 life. In order to try to make a Primeval big enough.
Yes.
The blue mana prevents anything like that from happening. So we see James here. I mean, honestly, even a single Devil's Play could be first you target it at Susan, it gets redirected to the Spellskite, and then on the subsequent turn, if you're still alive, you could flash it back at this point with this much mana and be able to take care of business.
That is a very fun fireball.
Green Sun Zenith. Oh, in the graveyard. I don't know that that's what happens.
Yeah, no. You will need to put that... Nope, just picks it right back up.
There we go.
So he goes to get Thrun.
That is a small Thrun.
A very tiny Thrun.
Thrun the 2/2.
Thrun the Tiny Troll. Just arranging his mana. So passes the turn.
2 Glimmer Voids.
No, he's
those already there. Okay.
He's had those.
I'm
since
sorry.
the last activation.
I saw them tap just now, and I'm like, oh, he attacked.
No,
okay.
that was what he played with.
Thank you.
The Green Sun. Yep.
Now with 6 power available to him between Thrun and Primeval Titan, he can hold off the non-Elish Norns, and Elish Norn is just kind of a little weakling. Now there is another 4 in Susan's deck, Phyrexian Metamorph. So Metamorph can kill the Thrun if it's still in Susan's deck. And goodbye, Blade Splicer. Will we see a Metamorph?
I think that's pretty much what she has to be going for. Unless she goes to get her own Thrun to get rid of his Thrun, that just doesn't make any sense.
Metamorph or Thrun. There's the Metamorph.
Yeah.
Will it kill Thrun?
Looks like it does. Automatically takes care of that Thrun.
Which does then, once again, make attacking with stuff viable.
Yep. Got to get rid of her version of Thrun as well. So gets in there with another 4/4 or 4/7 Elish Norn and 5/5 Golem.
And James is just kind of forced to take it. James, is that no cards in hand?
No cards in hand.
I don't know if there's any outs then for him.
Oh, he played a Sphere of the Suns. That's what was the other card in his hand.
I think that's it. Well, I suppose it could be a Garruk.
And it's an Inkmoth.
That's it.
It's got to be game, and James extends the hand.
Susan takes it down. And I think the critical turn, like I mentioned before, when he searched for 2 Inkmoth instead of going Inkmoth and Wolfrun, meant that Phantasmal image was able to be turned into a Elish Norn.
Very much so, yeah. That was, I think he looks like he may have figured out something that went wrong, just from his expressions there. Like he maybe figured out his missed critical turn.
Susan looks pretty happy there about that win. It's a 2-1 win.
Welcome back to the booth, everybody. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and I'm here with Adrian Sullivan. It's A-D-R-I.
We have our new director, Jesse, over there. He's there's no E in it. No worries. No worries. So those of you who are just joining us, that was the end of the second match that we've shown here in round 5 of the Star City Games Live Open Series here in St. Louis.
Technically in Collinsville, Ohio, but
technically
right outside St. Louis. But yes, that was the first time that we've had an opportunity to actually show 2 matches in one round. They've been going by fairly quickly, but like all of the matches have been going by fairly quickly. And as I said, we do only have the other 2 feature matches rather than our usual 4 to pull from. But it just seems like